Good morning. Gee, it's great to start your day with coffee with Karma today. So, what if AI could help you write your book better? And I do not mean write your book for you. In today's episode of Coffee with Karma, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 powerful prompts that can help you write a better book. And if you would like those prompts in a Google Doc, just drop Google Doc in the comments and I will reach out to you with a link to the landing page. All I ask for is your name and email address in exchange for access to the Google Doc. And you can subscribe at any time. I mean, that's just the way it goes, right? So let's get started. If you need help writing your book, AI can be your assistant. And in this first prompt, I'm going to be talking about how it can help you identify client pain points. Because, I mean, you may know what some of these are, but it is helpful to dive a little bit deeper. And ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini can all help you do this if you enter in this prompt. Generate a list of common pain points and frustrations my target audience faces in their businesses. How can I weave these pain points into my book's introduction to hook readers? Now, you can do that as a single prompt, or you can break it up into two. So, get the pain points and then choose the pain points that you want that make sense to you in your book and say, okay, how can I weave this pain point into my introduction? Now, what will happen is in the first half, it'll generate a list of pain points. When it tells you how to integrate it, it may do one of 2 things. It may actually say, "Okay, you can weave it in this way, this way, this way," and give you a bulleted list, or it may just create an introduction for you with it woven in. Either way, don't use what it says verbatim. It's simple. Again, if you would like that prompt on a Google Doc, just drop Google Doc, and I will send you a link to the landing page. Hmm. The second prompt is turning insights into action. Now, something that I found is very helpful in nonfiction books and especially client of attracting books is giving people something they can do with information they just learned to create a mini transformation because they think because what goes on is like, wow, if this exercise that he or she put in a book is this powerful, imagine if I worked with them. So here's an example of the prompt that will help you come up with these actionable. It's kind of like putting a workbook into your book. So the prompt is draft actionable steps that my readers can take after reading each chapter of my book. Make sure each step positions me as a thought leader and offers real world value. Now, you'll notice that I have in parentheses there my particular audience. What you want to do is put in your audience there. Don't leave it that unless we share the same audience, then go right ahead. So, what that does is it will give you a set of steps. You can also change those steps into what kind of exercises can, you upload your chapter and you go, what kind of exercises can I give my readers that will help them learn this information in this chapter more easily? Now, just FYI, when you are uploading content to ChatGPT, Claude, etc., if you upload it as a text file, it uses less credits. So depending on how credit limited you are, you may want to transfer whatever you're going to upload into a text document. Now, prompt number 3 helps you create a transformational narrative. And this way, what it does is it helps you build your outline. So here we go. Here is the prompt. Develop a chapter outline that guides my readers through a transformative process from understanding their problem to implementing my solutions. Emphasize how my book can catalyze real change in their business practices. So that's just an example. Obviously, you would massage that a little bit to suit your particular situation. But what this prompt is doing is it's helping you create a logical flow within your chapter. So if this chapter is supposed to create this mini transformation, how do I get them from their before state to their after state within that chapter? And what this prompt does is help you outline that chapter so that it is logical. It follows a flow that your readers can follow. It is great at helping you understand all the information that's in your head that may not be that organized. It's really quite a powerful process. And again, you don't have to use what it spits out verbatim. You can massage it, tweak it, because it's going to add in its own stuff and you may not want to use it. So there you go. Prompt number 4 helps you connect your expertise to current market trends. Write a passage that connects my knowledge as a business leader, consultant, whatever you happen to be, to current industry trends. Position me as an innovator, showing my ideas and solutions are future proofing my reader's success. Now, you may want to preface that particular prompt with either information you've gathered about current market trends, or you could ask the AI. The problem with that is that usually their data isn't as current as it is right now, so you're going to get past market trends. So I recommend doing some research on your own, find out what the current market trends are, give that information to the AI, and then give it this prompt, and it will tie your. And then if you have a document that has your ideal client profile and another document that has who you are and what you do, upload all three of those and say, please analyze these. Please analyze this file and use information from these other files to do what this prompt says. And what this does is it helps you see connections between what you do and current market trends much more easily. In fact, you could probably experiment with doing this with whatever is trending, even if it doesn't seem to be in your market. So, for example, let's say a new Marvel movie had come out and it's really trending. I could say, I could use that and say, please tie my expertise to whatever Thor is doing these days. And it would probably come up with something. And then I would look at the something and go, oh, that's stretching it. I'm not using that. Or I might go, oh, I hadn't thought of that. In fact, this is kind of the process I go through when I create my Fun Friday episodes of Coffee with Karma, because every Friday I do a fun episode that's inspired by a TV or film or a character or something like that. So, for example, this Friday, my episode is all going to be inspired by I Dream of Jeannie, the classic television show. So, what I do sometimes, like right now, I have a list of all my favorite shows from each decade, and I will give it a list of all the shows and the TV and shows and movies of the decade, and I'll say, "Okay, which one of these films and TV shows would most align to this topic I wanna talk about?" So, for example, this week, I'm gonna be talking about AI and how AI can help you. It said I Dream of Jeannie would align best, and this is why. I agree with you. And then I go into, okay, what kind of ideas could I talk about that I can tie to I Dream of Jeannie? And I pick those, and it's a whole process. I've got it down. It takes me maybe 15, 20 minutes to plan out an episode, and they're a lot of fun. Then, of course, all I have are bullet points, and then I look at the bullet point, and then I just start riffing off of it because I know my stuff. So anyway, this particular prompt that I just shared with you can help you do something similar to that. Again, if you want these prompts in a Google Doc, just drop Google Doc in the comments and I will send you the link to the page where you can request that access to that Google Doc. And now the final and fifth prompt is going to talk about how to highlight your long-term value. Write a conclusion that emphasizes the long term benefits of implementing the strategies I teach in my book. Frame the message so readers feel motivated to take action and view me as a long term partner. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to upload the rest of the book, what you've got of the book so far. You're going to upload that as a text file. And then you're going to put in this prompt and say, refer to this text file so that it knows what it's referring to, and then it's gonna spit out usually a fairly nice a narrative, and how well it knows you will depend on how good that is, but it gives you a really nice first draft, and it will spark ideas where you may not have thought of. That's the point here. The point of all 5 of these prompts is not to replace you, but to spark to it's actually what it does is it pulls the creativity out of the depths of your mind and pulls them to the surface so that you can bring you out. Again, don't have AI write for you. Have it be your assistant that's just saying, "Hey, have you thought of this? Hey, have you thought of that? Hey, have you thought of this?" That's what these prompts do. They bring out ideas that you can then add your flavor to. Now, on Wednesday's podcast, I'm going to be sharing 5 more prompts that will help you market your book. Now, this freebie I've been talking about, the Google Doc with these prompts, has today's prompts and Wednesday's prompts in it. So there's 10 prompts in this Google Doc. If you would like that Google Doc, just drop Google Doc in the comments and I will send you the link to the landing page. This is the end of today's episode of Coffee with Karma. I hope you found these prompts helpful, and I will see you on Wednesday. Ciao.